Joe Biden, wearing mask, appears in public at a veterans memorial. Wearing a mask should not be notable, yet it is. How depressing. And his suit fucking fits. That's refreshing too. Two things you'll never see Trump do. Wear a mask and hold hands with his happy wife. Trump's worst fear. Biden looks cooler in a mask than he does. Biden's playbook should be to observe exactly what Trump is doing to piss off the public most recently, and then doing the opposite of that. I understand this is a current presidential candidate, and it's easy to be cynical about these things. However, the actions and optics matter. Stay active, socially distance, and then wear a mask when outdoors, even to lay a wreath. His son Beau, an Iraq veteran, died at age 46. While not in combat, his death may have been precipitated by his time in Iraq, the higher incidence of cancers from Iraq/Afghanistan vets because of burn pits is being well studied and accounts for another of those hidden dangers posed to veterans of war. Biden only learned of and addressed this connection as the link became more publicized in 2018, so this is certainly presidential as well as personal. My hot take: wearing a mask is more patriotic right now than waving an American flag. This would have been a very bizarre headline a year ago with no COVID context. LOL. Deleted. Let's be honest. This is smart on Joe's behalf. I will vote for him, but this is leading by example and will start earning people's votes who are undecided or who just don't want to vote. Wow, I didn't realize how much of an example of leadership this was until I actually saw him in it, and the choice of black mask for Memorial Day is very mindful. Good job, Biden's. Crazy how Biden projects leadership with his mask and Trump looks like an ignorant slob in his. Politics aside for 1 second, that's a hella sweet look. Trump had bone spurs when his nation asked him to salute and serve. Trump doesn't know how to salute. Looks like a fucking boss, to boot. Wow, he looks really good in the mask, weirdly. Great move. Donald Trump, wiping his ass with the Constitution, appears at his private golf course, the president in waiting. Roll the fuck on November. LMAO. The fact that Biden doing the bare minimum and getting headlines says a lot about the current political climate. I am ready for a boring normal president who just does his job with dignity without tweeting. I don't care about the gaffes or misspeaks. I want a guy who has a smidgen of empathy and tries to work together for a better country. Most times I would probably write this off as a publicity stunt, but given that his son died shortly after returning from a combat zone, and that the orange mess clearly doesn't give a shit about anyone in uniform, I'll give Biden full cred for this gesture. Biden showing what leadership looks like. Lead by example. Wearing a mask is the bare minimum and Trump can't even muster the courage to do that. I really like Joe Biden. Can't wait to vote for him. NGL, he looks so badass with those sunglasses and black mask. He looks like a special ops soldier who wears a mask in the middle of the desert. Happy Memorial Day, United States. NGL, he looks cool as fuck. He's probably going to be president. I have to admit, on a gut level I like Biden. He is flawed, frequently says dumb stuff, but his flaws are human. The "you ain't black" comment was stupid, but he isn't a racist. I watched a speech he gave a while ago at some event for parents who had lost children in war where he talked about losing his son, and I have never heard a politician be more honest or speak more powerfully. I liked the idea of Trump as a kind of human hand grenade who would disrupt the establishment, but Biden, who is certainly an establishment figure albeit one who stands on the edge of it unsure if he belongs, for all he can be ridiculous and clumsy, for all that he gets caught out stealing other people's speeches or being a bit too touchy-feely. Biden is a better man. I think these masks make everyone look like badass bandits. I love it and hope people still wear them after the pandemic. Damn, that man looks and acts presidential. Also his wife would be a lovely first lady. He kinda looks like a badass in this pic. That's leadership in a single photo. Wow, normal human behavior. Whatever you wanna say about Biden, he looks pretty badass in that mask. It's really pretty simple. Biden loves the troops. Trump hates them. How is this news? Bernie people, I would have voted for your guy if he got the nomination. Please consider the ramifications on many of our shared views, including the Supreme Court, before sitting out this November. I know it is a bitter pill to swallow, but please think about everyone else who has been a victim of Trump's horrible policies before making a decision. I don't normally care about fashion, but that is a well put together outfit. I don't like Joe Biden, but the dude can rock a pair of aviators. And, look at that, it is almost like wearing as mask doesn't make you look silly, it just looks like you care. These people who claim wearing one is somehow undignified are crazy. Nobody is asking you to wear clown pants. If anything, you look like a doctor or a nurse, you know, those smart, educated, caring people that almost everyone respects. And, as many are showing, if you don't like the medical look, you can even wear designer ones, or your team's logo, or whatever design you like. Man, the bar has become this low, hasn't it? He's not afraid his orange makeup will come off. It's crazy how wearing a mask turned into a political thing. He does look cool. A non-obese, non-orange, mask-wearing man with a suit that actually fits. Weird how it feels like a lifetime since we last had that in a leader. What a sad commentary on the state of politics in America when wearing a mask is a notable sign of responsible leadership. I feel like only the people of a long ago monarchy would not want to see the leader of their country wearing a mask, as it must mean shit has really hit the fan if the royals can't have cake. To me, it shows solidarity with the people. Thanks for the nickel, Joe. The craziest thing is that Trump could really do something to stop this virus. Wear a mask and demand that all his followers and everyone else wear a mask in public. That will slow the transmission of the disease so much that a lot of things can legitimately open back up. Then dump all the money he wanted for himself and his friends and donors into testing and contact tracing. Then the states look more like SK or Germany, and he can point to a really good job and probably get re-elected and then become dictator for life. But he's too vain, stupid, and impulsive. Plus he is incapable of admiring he's wrong. Wear masks. Trumpo won't wear one cause he knows he fucked up majorly. He's still pretending the virus doesn't exist. I mean, cool and all, but God, what a low bar for praise. Just a reminder that, ultimately, masks are for people with COVID-19, and we should all wear one, because COVID is heavily contagious for that symptom-free 10-day incubation period. These simple masks are only to limit transmission distance, since your average cough/sneeze sprays coronavirus particulate 27 to 30 feet, coating every item in its path and additionally hanging in the air, still contagious, for up to 3 hours. Which kind of ruins 6 feet of distance? Or even 50 feet, and that regular/cheap masks are not N95 masks that actually protect you from the virus. And I haven't looked around, but I'll go out on a limb and say good luck finding an N95 that isn't ramped up to heinous scalper prices, or finding one at all. On top of that, a lot of N95s are faulty or dry rotted and can't be fully relied on. And then, if you see anyone, from homeless person up to world leader, wearing a protective N95 mask and no sealed eye protection, they'll just contract coronavirus via the eyes. Other than that, good stuff. TLDR, stay home, please, everyone, unless it's a life-sustaining or life-saving venture. I always hate how ugly politicians/presidential salutes are, but I gotta say that Biden's isn't too awful.